Speaker represents West Virginia's 1st Congressional District. She serves on the Committee on Ways and Means. Her focus in Congress is creating jobs, diversifying the economy, investing in trade relations, protecting America's borders, and supporting West Virginia's energy industries like coal, oil, and gas. Prior to her election in Congress in 2018, she served on the West Virginia House of Delegates from 2006 to 2018, where she rose to become the first female majority whip. I would like you all to give a loud and thunderous Bowie State welcome to Congresswoman Carol Miller.
Good afternoon, men of tomorrow. I am a woman of today. I'm always interested in what biography they print in books, because throughout my life I have worn many, many different hats, and never in a million years did I dream about becoming a congressperson. It just sort of grew as the needs grew. First off, I'd like all my peeps from Cabell County to at least raise their hand. St. Joe, Cabell Midland, Huntington High, and where any, did I miss? There's one way over there. Hey, I'm really honored to be here with you all, and I'm really honored with what you are doing, because you are on a precipice of what you're gonna be and how you're gonna be. And just know there will be twists and turns as you go, but just keep a focus on what you would like to accomplish, the kind of person you would like to be, and the kind of country that you want to live in, because that's one of the most important parts. You all have an incredible week in front of you, in the middle of you. You will grow. You will make great friends, people you will see throughout your life. It's amazing. I meet people even from my high school in Columbus, Ohio. I grew up in Columbus, met my West Virginia person at Myrtle Beach in South Carolina. Never in a million years again did I think I would grow up and end up living in West Virginia, and I've been here over 50 years. As we approach the 250th birthday of our country, you couldn't be here at a better time. Our 4th of July allows us to reflect on where our country came from, how it came to begin, and where we're headed. And that's where you will take over. And it's so important that you absorb as much as you can. Our country was founded on the beliefs that the people should govern, not the King of England, not a bunch of rich people, but by elected citizens. And that's another important part. This idea was revolutionary 250 years ago, and it has come to fruition. There's a lot of turbulence going on, and I will tell you, every morning when I get up, and sometimes it's as early as 2:30, usually it's 4 or 5, I watch every news channel I can to kind of get a grip on what's going on. You have to have more than one opinion as you're listening. And plus, I also want to find out what my buddies in Congress are doing, because we're all on different committees. He mentioned that I am on the Ways and Means Committee. It is the oldest committee. It was the only one mentioned in the Constitution, because you had to find the ways and means to pay for things. People always think it's just appropriations, but we just spent 2 years working on a bill. They call it the one big beautiful bill. We called it the working man's bill, because it was truly about people who are working and how they should be able to keep more of their money and spend it in throughout the community, as opposed to handing it all to the government. And that, again, is part of who I am and why I wanted to come to Washington, D.C., to make sure that we stay of the people, by the people, and for the people. I'm trying to make sure that I put in the few little things they tell me, because I'm apt to talk about absolutely anything. I heard Josiah singing when I first walked up to the table. Where are you, Josiah? Belting out. Beautiful. There you are. I went to college and minored in voice. I had 6 years of university training, so I recognized a really good voice. But I certified to teach. I majored in history and political science, ended up in Huntington, West Virginia, and all my friends that had gone to Marshall were on the sub list, so I ended up being a buyer for a store. I went from that to something else to something else. I own and manage apartments, so when people ask me what I did before I got here, I say I'm a janitor, because when you own something, you are responsible for everything, including taking out the trash. So know that life has so much opportunity, and you all can be whomever you want to be. You know, I was the only Republican woman elected in Congress in 2018. There were 40 Democrat women, 1 Republican. The tide in our country goes back and forth and back and forth. And the ideas of where do you meet in the middle? How do you do this? How do you frame good legislation that affects everybody? Don't want to bore you with that, but it can be quite a juggle sometime. And as a congressperson, you have to remember why you are there, because you represent. I represent half of this state, but I really sort of represent all of the state, but half of the state sends me to DC. When I moved to West Virginia, there were 4 Congress people. But because of the tide, the war on coal, the various things, a lot of people in their 40s had to leave to find other jobs somewhere else. And so in listening to my bio, and they were talking about natural gas and oil and coal and all of those things, now we need to add nuclear. We need to add everything, because we are an all of the above country in how we make energy. And you all are going to be the AI of tomorrow, if not some of you who are already messing around with it today. So it's important that you can absorb as much information as you go forward, and realize it can be some grubby looking person sitting on a bus. It can be a brilliant teacher. It can be the lady singing in the church choir beside you. You can learn from everyone, absolutely everyone. So absorb whatever you can. I think this week is going to be a wonderful educational opportunity for you. I'm thrilled that you're here. I hope you make buddies that you do run into throughout your life. I appreciate being here. Just know that our government is for you, and it's important that you do take part in what goes on around you. Thank you so much. God bless you, and I hope you have a wonderful week.